Hello? Good, I can hear my voice. Anyway, it's a Friday, yay! That means sometimes I just play random games that don't fit into a schedule, and today I felt like playing an XCOM game. I mentioned it last night. Chimera Squad. Most reviews are positive, but everybody who complains about it says it's not XCOM because it's too easy. And I'm like, good. Sounds like an XCOM I might enjoy. So, gonna give it a shot. I do, just before we start, I want to complain about something because, of course, you download this on Steam, and then you launch it, and you don't launch the game. No. You launch a launcher to launch the game. So, I understand launchers if you need to have, like, a patcher in there if you're an MMO, but this is not an MMO. It's not even multiplayer. You don't need a launcher. That's why Steam is there. And then there's this whole, link your 2K account, and they don't even, like, give you, like, bonuses or anything. At least they don't have, like, advertisements here, like, is it Mass Effect that put ads for, like, stuff for signing up? I don't know. But, on the bright side, I was always looking in through the options. Look at this. Everybody, take note of this. There is the option to mute the game when you Alt-Tab. I personally hate it when a game does that. See? It's always nice to give an option. Unfortunately, they don't let you pick what output device. That's a mark against them. But okay. At least it obeys what you can tell Windows to, like, force an application to be on a certain audio device, so at least it listens to that. There was something else I was actually quite impressed about. I think it was this? Lock mouse to window? Nice to have an option for that. Again, I don't like my mouse locked to it. I'm glad it's an option, though. I need to test this, actually. Enable the Windows key. Nice, you can't see that. I'm gonna turn that on. Anyway, I quite like it. It's a very decent PC game. Anyway. Now we get down to it. So about I don't know anything about this game. And the only thing I know about these options here is at least these are like presets for the options down here. I think I just want to do normal. I didn't quite get the difference between Iron Man and hardcore. Not that I want to do Iron Man or hardcore. But subtitles, tutorial. I am not an XCOM veteran, so I think we're just gonna do normal. And I think that's it. Done.
2 minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure thing, Advent.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was
Advent.
never actually Advent.
But
We're
they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear.
won't
Grab your
interrupt.
gear and prepare to move in.
Okay. Advent were one of the bad guys in
Whisper,
XCOM, right?
What's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed the cap.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
So about the only things I know about XCOM are the original XCOM are they're aliens. And then there was Advent. And Advent was like a human terrorist group, but they were working with the aliens, right? And I know they kind of like remastered one of the XCOM games, and it was kind of like the timeline when you follow the order of games is kind of hard to follow, so. All right. I did play the tutorial up to through the first encounter just to like balance everything and make sure it didn't crash. So let's see. Begins every mission by setting up breach points. Preview the enemy presence at each breach point and modifiers that will be applied. What? Okay. I don't see any enemies. You, and you. We get this bonus when we breach. Successful shots on enemies will crit. Boom.
Breaching in.
So we have tab and left shift will turn things around. I just want to kill you. And you kill him. And you kill him. Response level surprised. Defense penalty and won't react. You can also click the head symbols.
Hello.
Oh,
I am Mayor Nightingale.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
an alien mayor.
History.
Focus.
Right above the middle of the bottom of the screen. I'll have to check. Agents and enemies take their turns one at a time. We have the turn order right up here in the upper right. Agents have 2 action points. Yes. Look for a blue shield to cover. Yep, okay. Use the timeline to determine when enemies will take their turn. Can I, like, preview who's what? Oh, there's numbers. So he's gonna go first, then that person will go. Some actions like shooting will end the turn regardless how many points are available. Okay. Some advanced abilities and equipment will allow you to manipulate the turn order. Fancy pants. This is a shield guy. You move up and fire. Whoops. Well,
That was a warning shot.
Relax your grip. Just a bit.
In 2015, the people
ow. Well, this is going worse. So it's giving me like cross hairs for who I can hit, depending on where I'm going to move. For some reason, I can't hit them from here? Do I want to stand in the middle of... Sure, whatever.
Moving.
Where? Oh, I see.
Yeah. Now, let's not... Okay. Overwatch, I remember what that is. Fire. Or not. Dead.
Target down.
Can I preview? Okay. There's the weapon they have. Spray and pray. Missed shots have a chance to deal partial damage. Oh. Okay, that's new. Receiving 20 defense from a gremlin drone. The aiming screen lets you change targets. Yeah, what happened is I guess I held down one. That's the second time it's happened where I was hitting one to go into targeting mode, and it clicked too much, and then it just auto fired on the first target, which I'm not happy with, but fine, whatever. I think we can take you out. Fire weapon. Yeah, nobody else will end turn. Murder.
Better you than me.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Did he explode their brains?
Verge? What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
Nice. I don't remember what these guys are called, but I remember... Well, I never got far playing XCOM, but I watched a lot of people play when they first came out, so... Main door. Agent damage likely. Enemies deal +1 damage during the breach. Some encounters offer more than one breach point with different risks and benefits. Consider whether to split the squad or send them all through the same location. Agents entering from the same breach point will enter the encounter together and be closer in the timeline. The order the breach points will enter is shown next to their name. What if I don't want to breach? Looks like if I go through, it's going to hurt. The last unit through the door does +3 damage. Oh, there's 2 doors. Hello? Can I switch? Are you going to show me the other door? Okay, there we go. Sheesh. Yeah, I don't think we want to... Can we avoid breaching the main door and just send... I can't... I don't know what this guy does. I haven't met him yet. Hello? Can I see your information? Is that an assault rifle? So there's does the crosshair symbol mean anything? No, they all have the crosshair icon. Okay. So, unfortunately, it's going to make me send people through the main door also. In which case, send shield guy down here. I said, oh my gosh. Well, somehow accidentally cleared everything. Put you and shotgun person, that was, her? And then you breach, because you have a bunch of, actually, she has a bunch of, like, armor. Doing this.
Stay behind me.
Commit.
Open sesame.
All right, who do we got? 92% target, 81%, 69%. It's 34. He's behind a wall, so shoot him. Cause 100%. How is he 84% standing in the middle of a room? And this guy is 98% behind the statue. Oh, right. This guy's surprised, so he's not going to act. This guy's aggressive. He will shoot at XCOM if they aren't neutralized during the breach sequence. And he's also surprised. So, yes. It's an XCOM game. Ooh, alert. What does that mean? Nothing? He's just normal? How come you can't, Okay. Cover rush. Breach fire. Gonna shoot him in the face. Missed. XCOM game. They can't see the aggressive guy from here, so let's seal the deal. Oh, he missed. Agent abilities. Each agent has a unique ability they can use every turn. Every turn? I think, weren't they capped in, like, XCOM? Eventually gaining more abilities from their class and equipment. Most agents also have the subdue ability, a non-lethal attack that is low damage but guaranteed to hit. Use it to earn additional rewards and for certain mission objectives. Cherub? The shield guy, right? Uses the charged bash ability instead of subdue. Headbutt, huh? Bashes an enemy with... If charges an enemy... Bashes an enemy with the energy shield, consuming all charge. If charge is consumed, deal damage in a cone behind the enemy. I don't think I want to charge in the middle of, like, there. But... There we go. I'm moving up. Right in the face. Hello? Kinetic shield. Place an energy shield on self or ally to prevent all damage. The next attack gains a charge. So it sounds like he can't do like a non-lethal. Is charged bash non-lethal? Shall we? Let's experiment with a bash. Will that cause damage? I can't tell. Damage 3.
Book 'em.
Smashed him in the face. Ow.
That hurts.
Let me draw their fire.
Wait. What? Okay. I thought he was gonna go. It's a little quirky. The interface is like snapping me to things that I don't expect to be snapped to while I'm like trying to maneuver. So if I hold Alt, I see a target preview, but I don't know what the symbols mean. Like these two up green arrows, that probably means he's like in super cover or something, or maybe Overwatch. Well, this dude is out in the open. Let's just normal fire. You, 88% fire.
That went wide.
You can see both. If she moves over here, you can see one person. Who goes next? 4 is going next. Wait. No. Alien guy is going next. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm all going next, so... Safeguard sends the gremlin to an ally to restore HP. Is this the healing person, then? Terminal is the healing person that I want to keep and take care of.
You see that?
By the numbers.
Battle Madness. Psionically attack an enemy's mind, making them go berserk. And then Stupor. Psionically stun a target. Adds them to the neural network. I think I just want to shoot him. 77%. Pew pew.
Hostile passive.
Nice. And we bash someone's face. And he's not dead,
Set
so...
up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
Special breach point. Some breach points can only be accessed with special equipment or abilities once an agent with the required asset is in the first slot. Other agents can be then assigned. So the person with the bomb, they all have a bomb. Oh no. Nope, they don't all have a bomb. Shield guy has a bomb. All non-aggressive enemies guarding this entrance are surprised. Then the shotgun person. And then you, and Verge seems squishy, so put him last. It.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
Uh-oh.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
Doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
How's this for an entrance?
You. All right, who has the bomb? Can I tell who has the bomb? You are alert. There's somebody in the yard. Don't know if you can hear him, but it sounds like he ran into the fence or something. He seems fine, but there was a crack. All right. Alert, alert. So the red... All right. Yellow is surprised. Orange are alert. Is it worth trying to take out the alert guys? Or take out the surprised guys? That's 59%. I think it's worth it. They won't go the first round. Just take out as many as you can. Alright, guaranteed shot. Right in the gut. Guaranteed shot. 57%. Missed. 65%? Why are you better at shooting this person? Missed.
You're a Nightingale. I'll protect you.
Where even is she?
Neutralizing.
Cherub is down.
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
Was that
Vance, with me.
scripted?
Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
Because that was a lot of damage. Agents that lose all their HP will begin bleeding out. Mission will fail. So you can't lose anybody, but you will just flat out fail. I'm okay with that being scripted because otherwise I was going to be like, there was zero indication that that guy was going to shoot that hard. Is this the guy with the bomb? So where's this Nightingale? Oh, is that her up here? Okay, there she is. The guy with the triangle on him is like the leader or something. There's the hostage icon. Okay. Okay, the 2 up arrows means hunkered down because I saw them do that. How's about we take out... Wait. Do I need to go stabilize? Yes, use the stabilize ability. But she is the shotgun person. I think I want you to move up here. Oh, 93%. How much can you shoot? How much can you hit for? 4 to 6 damage? Average 5. Yeah, scatter shot. Can I just click this and it'll tell me what it does? Or is it just going to shoot? Scatter shot, 4 to 6. Fire damage. 4 to 6. So I can take this guy out for sure. We'll try to get 6 damage on this guy. Oh, it's 100%. That's a guaranteed shot. Oh, wait. Yeah. How about let's not get the ally in there? Four. Figures. Stabilize. Safeguard. Gremlin stabilize. Wait, will that end the turn? It didn't say. Normally it'll say, like right down here in the yellow, will end turn. Stabilize! Who's going next? Trooper is going next. And then Verge. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to put her. Number 2 trooper is going first, so I can put her. We're gonna do a YOLO move.
Eliminated.
I am hit.
Oh.
But still standing.
I thought the gremlin was a free action. It was not. So now she's just standing out there in the middle of nowhere. I didn't see what happened. Is there no, like, combat log? I guess not. Two is gonna move, and then Hardliner's gonna move, and then Trooper's gonna move.
Crossing over.
Just gonna move here. Haven't had a follow bot in a while. Took care of that. Can I subdue? I can't because I'm not, like, standing next to him. Do we want to capture the hardliner or shoot him in the face? I can cast Stupor on him. I think I'm just going to shoot him in the face. 84%. Ooh. Battle Madness. Is that a 100%? It is a 100%. Battle Madness. Yes.
Enemies all around you.
They weren't expecting that.
Dropping target.
Oh, snap.
Good to go. Tracking target weapon.
Oh,
No impact.
he missed. Interesting.
I'm hit. Still up.
Don't let it get infected.
So what is considered adjacent? Can I, is diagonal? Doesn't look like it. Or does it? It looks like his square turns red when I'm, like, right next to him. Like this, only sometimes. Diagonal is adjacent, so I could be right here, have some cover, and then smack him in the face.
On the move.
We gonna try it. Oh, we have to reload, do we? Subdue! Damage 2 to 3.
Arrested the target.
Perfect. So, Hardliner, he's not, like, permanently in Berserk mode then, is he? Obviously not, because he retreated and now he's in Overwatch. %. think we want to take some cover. No? What do we want? How do I back out of this? Okay. I did it. Sneaky, sneaky. Fire at you. How are you 55% in cover? How? Fine, we'll try to hit you. Grazed. Nice. Well, kind of nice, I guess. So Verge cannot hurt the trooper, or I mean the hardliner. We can go up and can we subdue him? That's not going to work, right? No, it will. No, it won't. Because it says dashing. Oh. This is dashing and won't work. This is not dashing. Let's see if it works. Got him.
The hostile.
Enemy activity, and he's just sitting there. Okay.
Enough of that, jackass.
Subdue.
Hostile subdued.
Chimera, are you still with us?
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
I think I was
And your
overthinking it.
diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this.
City
Tonight,
17.
Someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Lightly wounded, gravely wounded, lightly wounded, lightly wounded. Nice. From 4 captured enemy, there's an 80% chance to earn 20 intel. Tutorial complete.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete.
It's bad luck.
Whoops. Late game investigations start with Darky. Okay.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding
Have
vote brought the
alien
Reclamation Agency
political
to the city.
commentators.
Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Welcome home, Chimera Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
Thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations.
I was gonna say, how can you
31
take...
PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately. Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested. Don't blame yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
I was gonna say, it's like... Yeah, it's the trope. Oh, I accept full responsibility for a city vehicle you had no access to that exploded after you did everything that was required of you. There's a critical target waiting on the city map. There's a pause button. Why? Is that just the menu? Okay. Yes. What's the help button? XCOM Handbook. Don't need that.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that. Not yet. But we can find out. 31 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
The map is where you can see the status of City 31 and any current targets that we can send our squad to respond to. Chimera squad can respond to 1 target per day, after which the day automatically advances. There is something to do with, what do they call it? Like unrest, right? The longer you, like, don't take care of side missions, I guess. Missions are tactical targets. The squad will go into combat on these. Situations are strategic targets. The squad takes care of these without entering combat. The current targets change every day, so watch the city carefully for new priorities. View the situation in downtown. What do they call it? Anarchy? Anarchy is when you've, like, lost complete control of a section or something like that. Removed from duty. I don't want to do that. B1BD needs help pouring through the aftermath of tonight's attack. Send to APC. I mean, I'm clicking and nothing is happening. What am I missing? Can I only send 3 people? View the situation. Move from duty. Requires a full roster. What? There we go. Okay. Send the APC to solve the situation will automatically advance the day. Can't do anything else. I found a tiny little glitch, but we overcame. Commissioner Maloof? Sounds like a Pokemon. Oh, speaking of which, Pokemon Snap came out today for the Switch. So, depending on how well that reviews are for that, I might pick that up.
Your work with 3-1 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
The Progeny, a loose network of humans. Okay, the omnipresent future human trope of psychics. Grey Phoenix, organization of alien scavengers. And I can't tell because the tutorial is choose a faction to be the investigation target. The Sacred what? Coil? An underground religious movement for hybrids. They preach salvation, but only to those who once fought XCOM. They have quietly amassed the weaponry reclamation is mandated to cover. Does it matter which I pick? Honestly, I have a grudge against psychic human sci-fi stuff anyway, so I might just be like, it's them. It's the humans. Does it matter? Does anybody know if it matters what I pick here? You do all 3 and the last one will be the hardest. Then, I'm just gonna go.
The Progeny have a small but loyal human membership, all with psionic capability.
I don't like fighting
willingly
psychics
hand over
anyway.
what the Progeny need, then forget the whole thing. The perfect crime.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 3-1 PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Take
Meanwhile,
them
we look for
down.
evidence to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Every investigation has 3 stages. Groundwork. From this first mission, learn about the faction and their methods, operations. Hidden missions that must be revealed, then completed to knock out the faction's main plans. Take down, stop their final attack, and end their threat to City 31. No dark events. The downside of an SSD is that you don't see many loading screen tips, and the tip that was like up there for 2 seconds talked about what a dark event was. There's nothing here to interact with. Okay, visit the assembly. I thought we were getting ready to launch a mission. Fine, whatever. Visit the assembly area.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. And with the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
Assembly projects are how you get access to newer, better items. Each project can unlock new items. Agents assigned here decrease the time it takes. You can advance one assembly project at a time, which takes multiple days, usually cost Illyrium. You can assign an agent to assembly duty to speed up the current project, but they will be unavailable for missions. Illyrium is one of the 3 resources. Dark events are difficulty buffs. They add to a faction. Evidently, I can only build android personnel. Costs 10 electric 2 turns. Network allows us to use androids on tactical missions. Okay. Can I? Okay. No Illyrium income per week. Okay, there's a critical combat mission on the table. Credits are one of the 3 resources. You can buy new items. Whisper here. Keep you updated on... A new agent is available to recruit. Didn't tell me where to do that. Oh. Is this where we get Snake? The armor is where you manage your agents, loadout, abilities, biography, and armor customization. And loadouts and promotions are awarded to agents based on their performance. New ranks come with increased stats.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to
Oh,
City
it's a
31.
random assortment,
It's
huh?
not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Pick Zephyr. I was thinking that move fast or die slow. Live together or die alone. This is a psychic. I just don't overall enjoy psionics in any level of any sci-fi ever. Patchwork is good against robots and Shelter is Verge Light. So Zephyr, close quarters, high mobility, crippling blow, punches the enemy and inflicts one of several status effects. Also blitzes toward an enemy and melee attacks him after the breach. Yeah.
Zephyr, you made it.
Yeah.
You grab a locker?
Yep.
Have everything you need?
Yeah.
Good talk.
No.
The way she said no, she sounds like Australian? Does she have no additional items? Agent abilities, we already know she can punch. Nice. So we can only take 4 people with us, like, whenever, but we can have... Do we eventually unlock everybody? Is there a potential for me to never encounter the Snake Lady? Because that would be really annoying. You don't get everyone in a single run? Well, that's annoying. Let's see. He'd like breaches with the shield, but I think I want to keep the healer. Actually, I think I want to... If you play without the tutorial, you can pick the first 4. Am I in the tutorial still? Like, if I quit right now and then restarted the game without the tutorial, would I be on this screen right here, getting ready to investigate the progeny? I just finished it. Then I might just, you know. But let's save first. Corrupted save. Save 17. All those saves, there's like 4 saves already, and I guess those are just all autosaves. Tutorial off. If you have never played XCOM, it is strongly recommended to leave the tutorial experience to stay enabled, as it provides a strong narrative and gameplay introduction for players of all skill levels. Let's see where it puts me. And we've never played Chimera before. Alright.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion.
Alright, well, we've already done that. Nice! There she is. Okay, so I think my ideal team, I will pick most of the people that, Terminal for healing. Are there anybody else with healing? No. Okay, so Terminal. What's the green check? Oh, are those what I've already picked? Wait, no. What? I don't know what's the green check mark versus the gold star thing, whatever. Terminal. You. Torque. I think I want Zephyr? I told you, New Australia is where she's from. Shields protecting allies, healing support, moving enemies, allies, poison, psionics enemy manipulation. Claymore does bombs, explosives, AoE breaching, precision shooting, multiple shots. This guy's the shield guy, shelters, psionics again. Patchwork is anti-robot. Godmother is the shotgun. She was pretty good. Axiom. High damage cover destruction. Battering ram. Burst through the door. So I think it comes down to if I want someone who runs in and punches, or someone who can, like, shield. What would you suggest? Zephyr or Cherub? Or someone else, maybe. I mean, Verge seems good, but I don't know. I think I'd rather just, like, take someone out than play mind tricks on them. because I did Battle Madness, and then immediately next turn it was like off. So take Zephyr. Okay. Crippling Blow, Fearless Advance, and Parry. Extra action from momentum can be spent to prevent damage from the next attack instead of moving. Let's do this.
Chimera Squad, heads up. Director's on the line from XCOM HQ.
Chimera Squad, I know you're still settling in, but this cannot wait. A short time ago, insurgents crashed the opening of City 31's Memorial Museum. They took Mayor Nightingale hostage. 3-1 PD attempted a rescue, but the insurgents triggered a plasma bomb. Everyone inside was lost.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, 3-1 PD should have requested our help, but dwelling on that is counterproductive. We need to focus on what we do next.
Oh,
Plasma bomb killed
we
the
were
mayor.
in an alternate
The insurgents had
reality.
no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in...
All right. We're going after the progeny first.
The progeny have a small but loyal human membership. All victims willingly hand over what the progeny need, then forget the whole thing. The perfect...
Director...
Okay, we've already listened to all this.
Focus on a...
Meanwhile, we...
Exactly.
Then we want to go do our assembly thing.
Headquarters sent us an assembly. With the right patterns...
Go to the city
Welcome
map.
to City 31. During Advent's...
Every time they say City 31, I'm like, welcome to City 17.
Until tonight.
We don't know that.
Okay, perfect. We've lost no progress, and we've got who we want. Current City Anarchy 14. City Anarchy reaches 14. City 31 falls, and XCOM can no longer remain. Completing an investigation. So is this timed? Purchase a new field team for downtown. Like, what stops you from just doing all the investigations to keep the city, you know, calm? I have to imagine there's something that's stopping you from just doing investigations the whole time. Am I gonna save? No tutorial. 01. Does it matter which order they're in here? Probably not. Go away. All right.
Hostile forces need leadership to function. If authorized by the director, you may need to neutralize a hostile leader. Subduing your target is always preferred. Enemy leadership, if captured, provides valuable intel.
Always punch. We have a puncher person. What's
Our
supply?
temporary field office has all the basics. Weapons, comms, and ammunition. Supply is where we request everything else. As long as it's in the squad's budget, it's ours.
Grants breach access through a security door. Explode. I suppose there's like no... Zephyr's punches are lethal. Trank rounds. If the target would be killed, they will be rendered unconscious instead. We don't have a lot of money. Do I have to equip a trank round on somebody? Okay, are these consumables? So, like, I put tranq rounds on one person. And then I'm assuming all shots at that point are tranq. Okay. So I can buy, so I can buy 3 tranq rounds right now, and then I equip it on 3 people, and then they're just always going to be stunned from then on. And okay. I think I'm going to be
a sweet deal on combat grade androids. I know. Everyone hates them.
You don't have any androids. You lied to me. Tracer rounds, +5 aim. All right, well, I'm gonna splurge. We have no money. But you are going to have tranq rounds. You are going to have tranq rounds. And you're going to have tranq rounds. And you are going to be all up in their face anyway, so you'll just, like, subdue punch. Hopefully. I want to save again real quick. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Click. Hello? Projected encounters 3. We will have a window, door, wall, security door. Easy. Screech! Using utility items is a free action.
31PD asked to speak with this company's owner about his connections to the progeny. That's when his staff pulled weapons, and the police barely made it out.
That's bad customer service. 31 PD take any hits?
Well, they took no casualties. Try to do the same in there.
I don't know what Intel gives us, but I feel like, I don't know, it's just something I like to do to take everybody down non-lethal. Units automatically activate Overwatch after the breach. Last unit through the door will be rooted for 1 round, and then units automatically activate. So, what does it mean, shield 4? Does that mean there's 4 places to take cover after they go inside? Oh, and only 1 person can go inside. All right. Let's see. Last unit through the entrance will be rooted for 1 round. So what? They didn't even, like, I went through the tutorial and they didn't even explain, like, the numbers up here. I'm assuming this is, like, order of breaches. Snake Lady, you can go in here. And then somebody who can put the healer in through there. I think we can afford for shotgun to be rooted for a round. Breach!
Now. It's go time.
Surprise! Thrall. You get to kill Thrall? Damage 3 to 5. Well. %. Fearless advance. Blitz toward an enemy and melee attack them after the breach. It doesn't say how much damage Fearless Advance does. Let's try not to murder somebody, but I feel like Zephyr is definitely going to murder somebody here. So I can just look down here at the cover. Oh, snap. Oh, she didn't do it.
Got you covered.
Leave some for me.
Whose turn is it? See, look. This is another kind of like quirky thing. It's like, it's Torque's turn, but the camera is like here for some reason, and it makes me think that the red guy is about to move. Nope. It's just, I don't know what. What can she do? Tongue pull. Bind. Wraps up an enemy. I'm assuming she has to be in melee range for that. Tongue pull. Shoots out tongue, grab a unit, pull them into melee range. Can be used on enemies and allies. Subdue. Overwatch. Preparation. Prepares for the next turn by increasing defense. So that's like hunker down. Coordinate with the target. Unimpaired ally moving their turn next on the time. I don't understand what this is. The team-up ability is shared between the entire squad and can only be used once per mission. Oh, well, never mind. Moving. So she can pick any ally and move them up the turn order to right after her. What's your cover? Poison immunity, spray and pray. I can't tell. She isn't in cover. Who's in there? Hello? Are you a hostage, Snake? Okay, we've got, I'm overthinking this. She can just, you know what? It's a pretty much a guaranteed shot to subdue this person, so let's just do that.
Shame you didn't resist.
Same here. Subdue you. You know what? I'll take cover and then subdue you from bonk.
Hostile subdued.
You're rooted. Oh, but you can still shoot. Fancy. 68%. Scatter shot. You're not in range, I don't think. Pew pew. Oh!
Shoot the hostile.
You can rescue them by moving next to them or by killing the enemy.
Tactics. They moved as one.
They still go down when you hit them. No mystery there.
That voice doesn't go with what I would expect a snake to talk, but Okay. So they were... Can I, like... It's not gonna let me, like, survey the room. Security door. Nobody can hack. Oh! Terminal can hack. Secure entrance. There are fewer aggressive enemies present at this entrance, and +1 armor for the encounter for the first unit through. Well, it's gonna be her. Then you, and then you, and then you.
Open sesame.
Who is available? Who are you? You are alert. Breach fire! Didn't work. You know what? We're going up. We're going for you. Alert, Acolyte. Your mistake was being alert. I think we could take you down. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, well, she just kicked that guy in the face. Overwatch. I know what Overwatch does. Thank you. There's you over there. Can I zoom out? Yes, I can. So where's the second guy? Okay. This is terminal. You know what? Nope. Never mind. She's moving up here. Pew pew.
That's it. You're done.
Nice. Hey!
Behold your shackle.
I forgot to check who went next, actually. You? Can I get down there and bash you in the head? I can.
Subdued hostile.
Find the suspect.
You're about to enter some offices. Now the owner must be holed up in there.
I feel like I need to bump up the difficulty, unless it's going to get a lot harder. Okay, to be fair, it did say the mission was easy. Explosive entrance. Do I have anybody who can breach? No. So we're going through the main door. Enemies are harder to hit. Units automatically activate Overwatch after the breach. Zephyr goes in first, then shotgun, then torque, then the healer.
Go, go, go.
Ooh, we got. They're all 100% to hit. We've got an Acolyte. They're all surprised. They seem to be near each other. We're going for you. Oh, well, Nice. Missed! He was shooting through the wall, I suppose, so... Ooh!
Smash the hostile.
They dead.
I see the VIP.
Hashtag...
Capture.
Sorry, not sorry.
Who wants to be my target?
Don't get twitchy.
Twitchy, twitchy! Wait. Oh, this is the person they're running. They're trying to escape through the door. We've got someone in there, so that's good. You know what? What is this icon? Oh, it's a door. It looked... Wait. I can't tell if that... Is that a glass door? Why can I see through it? I can't tell what it is. You know what? You're gonna move here.
Out of my way.
And Overwatch. Can you not Overwatch? Darn it. I wanted her to wait by the door in case he, like, made a beeline. You know what? Just prepare. Oh, can't Overwatch without a gun. Then never mind. Unfortunately, I think I messed up her move. Oh, she can run faster, can't she? Go in. Pow. Yeah. Ooh, momentum move available. You know what?
Get out of here.
Disoriented. Oh!
I won't miss again.
Oh, snap. Torque was an auto Overwatch. That's a window, right? Can you shoot through the door? Is opening a door an action? A free action. Can you scattershot both of them? Yes.
One less target.
We got the VIP, but missed the ow.
Took a wound. I can manage.
Need me to take a look?
I think that's the only guy left. Oh, that's dashing. Pow! Well, that did nothing.
Should have squeezed you unconscious.
Terminal is just like, well, I guess I'll just go over here. Subdue!
Hostile subdued.
From 12 captured enemies, you have earned 20 intel. An android is damaged in combat. It can be repaired in the armory for a small cost. Oh, that's from the archives. Aliens in your agency, Jane? What are you thinking?
Progeny went after expensive assets. What's behind their sudden need for funding? They have no love for hybrids, which presumes a motive to kill the mayor. As for means, psionics could give them the ultimate insider, a member of Mayor Nightingale's protective detail.
Okay. Shut down a Progeny front company. Reviewing the impounded data gave Reclamation a better sense of the Progeny's scope and goals. New recruit.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
You said Axiom has a chance of going berserk. Rage. All it does is says increase the risk of going berserk. There is nothing here about what happens when he or she goes berserk. I want to take blue blood. Precision shooting, multiple shots. Blue blood. View meta content. You have encountered the following XCOM Chimera content across all your campaigns.
Blue blood, great to see you.
Back at you, Whisper. Settling in?
Not exactly. Until we have a proper field office, we get to sleep in a rail car repair yard.
See? Every job comes with a few perks.
Let me know when we have any.
Load out. How much money did we make?
The Progeny uses psionic relays to coordinate their forces, but that's impossible without serious automation. They must rely on modified advent tech to pull this off. Locate and confiscate it to disrupt their operations.
Aha. And here we go with the unrest. City anarchy will increase by 1 day each day if there are any districts at critical unrest. Completing an investigation removes 3 points of anarchy. I yawned. So what's purple? Hidden faction target, 5 days. Uncover hidden operations. Recommend stalling on the purple missions for as long as you can. So purple is like main mission.
Chimera Squad. I'm Commissioner Maloof of 31 PD.
Maloof?
To be blunt, I don't give a Chryslet's ass about the politics. I'm glad you're in the city. 31 PD was stretched thin before the mayor's death. There are gaps to fill, and that's where you come in. When your agents can handle a situation better than my officers, I'll send the details your way. If the city council has a problem with that, I'll take the heat. They can't afford to fire me. I look forward to working with you.
Commissioner Maloof. Not even going to say hello?
Blue blood is it now? Couldn't hack into 31 PD, so you had to fail upward?
You know how it is, Halia. I always pick the easy path.
The department is happy to see one of its own back in town.
Good to be back. We'll do right by you, Commissioner.
Of that, I have no doubt.
Kind of cool that you get different dialogue depending on different people unlocked. The district is the target of an active hostile operation, but we don't know enough to shut it down. Unrest will increase in the district while the operation is active. Completing lead missions will accelerate our investigation, giving us an earlier opportunity to shut down. Okay. So, for every mission that I do, I can only do one mission per day. Correct? Yes, no field team. Oh. 50 intel. So these cost intel, which I am raking in because I'm going to prioritize non-lethal takedowns. Does putting a field team in reduce unrest? It can. $15 intel income every Friday. -2 district unrest every Friday. Can I? I'm sure the tutorial would have covered some of this, right? It seemed like things were still locked in tutorial mode. But you know what? Oh, -1 district unrest for completing district situations. And this one is -2 unrest for every Friday. But I can't buy one of each. I just can only pick one and then rank them up. It looks like. Trying to think who would be like best -1 district, -1 unrest for completing district situations, but I don't even know what that means. Just any problem going on. So I think maybe I'm just like overreacting to the whole unrest thing, but I could do without it. So maybe I just stock up on like security guys. Like today is Friday, so if I stick somebody in, I'm going to put a guy here because we're going to have the most unrest. I did it. So if I don't do purple, and I instead focus on orange right now, finishing the orange ones will reduce unrest in those sections, and then that purple one is going to have the most unrest the longer I touch it. So hopefully that means -2 at the end of today anyway. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens! Are the robots done yet? No. Oop, agent's idle. What does that even mean? What can I do with an idle person? What's Spec Ops?
I'm authorizing Chimera Squad for special operations. Some ops provide useful resources for the squad. Keep an eye out for these opportunities.
Okay. Oh, you're right. It was. -2 was at the end of if I upgraded it all the way. Okay, well, we're gonna have a slow burn, I suppose. Nope, don't do that. Assembly. So I can assign someone to assembly to make things build faster. What's training?
When you aren't on mission, you need to maintain your skills, physical and mental. Training is the place to do it. It's also where you can adapt to any lasting wounds received in the field. So don't let those wounds linger. You'll pay for them in the long term.
So I just pop someone into training. HP increased by 2. Mm-hmm. So this is gonna finish like next anyway. So what's Spec Ops? We can gather intel or credits or Illyrium, but it takes 3 turns. Or training. How long does training take? 2 turns. You know what? We're gonna send him on intel. Did it. He's locked in. Can't go back now. City map. Let's do, ooh, we get 55 intel. We're doing this one. Send APC.
Training spent a lot of time on hostage situations, so you know how it goes. Focus on any hostile who threatens your VIP. And get them to safety as soon as you can.
Moderate difficulty. Can I give this one... Can I give her, like, tranquilizer rounds and then her punching becomes non-lethal? Is that how that works? Maybe, possibly? Not that I can afford it yet, but, 1 encounter projected. Okay. Breach interest order can be rearranged. Look how fast that was. I can't read that.
Ahead. Check your fire.
Ooh, agent damage likely. All units entering here get plus 25 defense for 1 round. There's a mod to let her do non-lethal. I mean... I don't generally like mods, but I feel like you should have at least included like glove upgrades or something to make them non-lethal punching. Oh, I should have brought the breaching charge. We're going. We have to go through here, I guess. Start with you, and you, and you, and you. Breach!
Go, go, go!
Everybody's like, what? Ooh, we've got an aggressive guy. There's also a mod to make it non-lethal when Torque crushes someone. We're going for the Mr. Aggressive over here. Oh, didn't work quite as expected. Three damage. Whoa! Scramble! Ooh.
I see the VIP. Bring that hostage home.
All right. Zephyr's turn. Crack that acolyte. Yes, subdue. You, right in the face. Actually... Who's going next? Oh, acolyte is. Yeah, so, how about that?
Hostile subdued.
Next. Do we want to prioritize saving the hostage? Yes, probably. No. Because 2 is going to go next.
Shifting.
You'll make it.
Well, hello, Thrall.
Hostile down.
Should have been mine.
Torque can grab the guy next to the hostage. How far can she tongue grab? Some oversized targets cannot be pulled. Tongue pull. Or you mean she can move and then tongue pull? Because she doesn't look like she can reach yet. Where do we move? Who moves next? Oh, the hostage person. Moving up here.
Needed the exercise.
And then tongue pull. Nope, not you. Hostage, acolyte. Tongue pull. Oh, 92% chance to hit. 68% chance to hit. We going to try tongue pull. She's gonna miss. She did it. Bind. Oh, she's gonna squish him. Will that hurt? 2 damage. It's gonna kill him. It's gonna kill him. Okay, that works.
Splattered a hostile.
Textbook.
Got him. Subdue. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Just shoot. 39%. %. Meh. Not the best. Oh,
I'm
you
not an easy target.
missed point blank and now you gonna die. Use the teamwork thing. Well, too late.
Subdued hostile.
But that should be it. Nope. They want me to move. Can I not? We're gonna dash.
Covering ground.
Oh, we have to go to the green squares? Is that what it means? Oh. Reinforcements imminent. Oh. Who's... Wait, what? Evac, please. Yes, evac. It says it's Torque's turn. I'm still controlling the hostage. You know what? Just in case they bust through the door, you hide. she can evac now.
On the run.
Do it! You can also evac. Do it! We can take care of ourselves!
I can do that. Azure fades into silver.
We've got, 3 targets. Can we evac with bad guys on the field? I think we probably can. Okay, so here's a meta question. If I use team up, it doesn't say it'll end my turn. But say I team up, make Terminal go after Torque, and then Torque can at least stand on the evac, and then evac should be a free action, right? And then Terminal can leave. We're gonna see if that works. Team up with Terminal. Now, she's going to take a turn to move. Oh, team up is a free action too, because I could fire my weapon now if I wanted to. Okay. Smell ya. Oh no!
Cover me.
I misclicked. Well, we're gonna find out if evac is a free action after all. Flawless rating. Okay, that was a moderate difficult. Nice. Unrest. Oh. Unrest has risen. Ooh. Intel earned from captured enemies. 20. Assembly, what's next? Promotion's ready.
Session of the City Council voted 5 to 4 against a citywide curfew. Councilor Parada spoke for the majority.
There is no need for such extreme measures. Mayor Nightingale's death is a tragedy, but to shut down the city due to fear would reject the very principles by which she lived.
3-1 PD remains on high alert throughout City 31. Commissioner Maloof released the following statement.
Every 3-1 PD officer grieves for Mayor Nightingale. Rest assured, we will bring those responsible to justice.
More on this story as it develops. Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
We have completed androids. Modular weapons. Agents can equip weapon mods in the armory. Modular armor. Improved field teams. Oh, I need that, don't I? Well. Yep. We want that. We're going to go for the economy build. Which is usually whenever I play like a 4X game, I always go for the slow build up, but then I'm a powerhouse as long as people leave me alone. So what's the city like? What's going on? Everything's okay. Oh. Oh, the missions shift around. I was expecting the missions to stay there and just keep burning through unrest, but if they like shuffle, that's like way more manageable. Okay, that would explain. So if I would have done the purple mission, yeah, I'll do the promotions before I embark. I just wanted to check out what the unrest situation was like. But if I would have done the purple mission in the switch yard, that would have made the hidden faction target count down faster. But I didn't do it, so it's just going to count down normally, and I could just keep doing this other stuff. Probably just keep doing intel.
I'm sure you already know your way around the armory. Each of you has a locker here. But it's also where we announce field promotions, which I'm doing now.
I'd like to thank my gremlin for always believing in me.
Congratulations. I realize now there should have been a cake.
Promote agent. Somebody is calling me from a town that I actually do recognize, but it is not a number that I recognize. Open, they stopped. Doesn't look like it's a scam caller, but doesn't know that. So normally if you get like calls from a big city, it's probably a spam call, but this was a pretty small town, so it might have been a real person misdialing. Anyway, promotion time! Promotion has unlocked Toxic Greeting! Spit a blast of poison at the target. Enemy will remain poisoned for 2 turns. Cool. Oh, I don't even have to pick it. It just happens. Okay. Next. Alpha Strike. How long does it take to mow the yard? Fires the shotgun during the breach, it will take their turn earlier on the timeline. Gains 1 bonus action on their first turn. 1 use per mission. I don't quite understand what that means. It was my own area code, yeah. If you get calls from your own area code, it's a scam. So my area code is like from where I used to live with my family back home in Indiana. Well, I'm still in Indiana, but where I live now has a different area code, but I kept my old number, so yeah. The gremlin heals all allies at their breach point for 2 HP. At their breach point? So I don't know what all these triggers at the breach point are. Promotion has unlocked parry. You can spend extra action for momentum to prevent damage in the next attack. Everyone going in the same door gets healed, but do I have to activate it? Or will it automatically happen? Surely I have to activate it. How often does this save automatically? 1950. It saved immediately. All right. Investigation. Oh. It's just... It was flashing like I needed to read it. Did I miss something? I didn't, right? Shut down the progeny. We need to disrupt the psionic relay, but we can't do that yet. When you put terminal in the breach slot, it will show that ability as an option. So what do I need Illyrium for? Just assembly. I don't need Illyrium yet. Oh, I should actually just stick somebody. Do I need to do like a decent spread? Oh, it's gonna cost me more to put more security in. I see now the system that they tried to put in place to make me spread out my options. Do I want that? I don't know. Is it worth it doing like 3 of each, or should I just go for all security? I will want 1 of each. I'm gonna buy another security though. Just 'cause I can. Oh, you can replace. Okay, that's nice to know that I'm not locked in. In which case, I don't think I need Illyrium yet. Let's go do this real quick. Before the end of the stream. During a routine bust, 31BD uncovered a strange device. Yes, I am prepared. Oh. Oh, we've got more intel. Wait, nothing happened?
Recent death still roils City 31. Thousands of citizens wish to pay their respects to our city's first freely elected mayor. Said one attendee.
She got it, you know? It wasn't about making things better for me and mine. Hybrid, alien, human, she did her best for all of us.
The city council voted unanimously to hold elections within the month. Councilor Parada released the following statement.
Mayor Nightingale once said, governance does not need popular approval, but it requires the people's consent.
This is Celio Dash for Channel 37.
So what are these icons for? There's like a cube with a beam of light emanating from it. Anarchy and unrest has changed. Unrest in Angler's Point has risen to 2. Okay. So the problem with this is it's going to keep... The unrest is going to build up before we can even do anything here. I'm going to go ahead and put the next security guy here. Check the buttons at the bottom. Oh. Field team abilities. Requires a field team in every district. Requires 1 or more field teams at rank 3. Requires 4 or more total field teams. Reduce district unrest. Cooldown 4 turns. In which case, I probably want to let that... Well... I don't want to let it sit, do I? Alright. I'm gonna get a little trippy. If I put a field team in here, which I will, done. Now I can reduce. Now I can reduce this, and it'll be reduced by 2. Yeah. Because I'm like, I want to sit on the unrest until I actually, until I absolutely need it. And it's like, no, there's a cooldown. You need to use it or you're wasting it. And nothing is going to like peak out in 4 turns, probably, question mark. Not that it's going to matter a whole lot, because we can like reduce city anarchy. Let's do one more mission. Pick the one with the best item. Advanced autoloader versus extra padding. I don't know what either of those do. Can I find out? No, this is just a handbook of stuff that I probably already know. Autoloader gives you 2 free action reloads of a gun. What does extra padding do? I mean, besides give me armor. I don't quite know what armor does for me. Like, mathematically speaking. Obviously, armor helps me live more. But what does armor do in the calculation of things? Does +1 armor just... Wait, I think I remember from XCOM. It gives you, like, an extra HP kind of a thing, right? That they have to shoot through before they start damaging you. Actual armor subtracted from physical damage. So it would be, so a +1, so padded armor will reduce all incoming damage. I haven't had a problem with reloading yet. Advanced auto reloader though, versus just a regular extra padding. So extra padding would come in an advanced form or a superior form or whatever. So of these two, the advanced autoloader is better, as in, like, it's a blue quality instead of just a regular green quality. Let's do the reloader.
If we're lucky, we can reach an endangered VIP before hostile forces arrive. Our goal is to extract the VIP before hostiles can overwhelm the position. Get to the evac and get out.
We have an android buddy, pal? We're doing it! We're going over stream time, but we're gonna do it. It's because it's like more fun than I expected.
Get our friendly VIP to the evac.
So it's a race. Agent damage likely. Successful shots on enemies will crit. First enemy through this entrance will have their weapon disabled. So we get to send Zephyr through. Because I would prefer that she does not murder someone in the face.
Go, go, go!
We're gonna YOLO it. There's someone aggressive. Zephyr can't get her weapons disabled? I guess technically she doesn't have a weapon. She has a fist. We have a surprised thrall, Alpha Strike. Fire the shotgun during the breach and gain an initiative boost and 1 bonus action on the first turn. I think I want to go ahead and use Alpha Strike now because there's probably not going to be another breach event because we're just going for it. Don't shoot cars, they explode. Duly noted. Oh, got him. Toxic greeting! Toxic greeting. Yes. So that guy is going to get, like, punched in a second. So he's going to be down, hopefully, before he moves. Nice. Never mind. She got hit, but now he's dead.
Down for good.
Lucky.
They seem to just kind of take cover
That's the VIP.
randomly.
Spotted the target.
What is... Why is there a skull? That just where people are going to come out of? Reinforcements imminent. Who's closest? Zephyr, you can run. Run like the wind. Open door? We cannot open door. Oh. The hostile can now just move. I thought he was locked inside. Never mind. So someone's going to be like imminently here. Oh dear me. See, he's probably safe where he is right now, but he needs to, like, book it. Do I make him sit and wait? He's probably safe-ish here. Just hunker down. Hunker down! Overwatch preparation, team up. 51%. Oof. Oof! How likely is it for a bad guy to shoot a car?
Cover me.
You call that fast?
If I take cover behind a car, is that gonna hurt me? Ooh, that's going to take out the car. Let us not do that. 60%, 71%. Ooh!
Deflected off armor.
She empowers us.
Oh, he's a psychic. That's not great. Everything was locked up. How far can she tongue pole? What if Torque moves up here? Can she tongue pull the Acolyte? That seems likely. Although she could also tongue pull the Hitman and get rid of him just completely. I'm moving her up here. We're gonna see what happens. Could be the worst possible thing. Oh, she could tongue pull the hostage up too. Tongue pull you, 88%. Missed!
I won't miss again.
Later, let's train.
I think she needs to move up here because we're gonna get reinforcements imminently. Overwatch in this general direction. Can't quite get the full cover, so... Aww. Fine, we're Overwatch this direction.
As she orders.
Next time I'll aim for the soft parts. Hit it hard
Shoot
enough.
through the
It'll
floor?
work.
So he's facing away, so we could sneak up behind him, right? It looks like they don't have a cone of Overwatch, though. Let's see what happens. Well,
That hits. Still mobile.
not great.
Hostile subdued.
Hostage run! Oh, it's a smuggler. I think if if you hide here, that's probably the better deal.
I can keep going.
Okay, she's back. That's good enough for me. Red. I guess the red shield means it's a dangerous place to take cover. I don't know. We've got a civilian in the way. Let's hop over here.
Shifting.
Oh, there's a guy over there we could have shot. Probably should have.
Get out of here.
Oh! Bye! Who's going next? Number 2. Okay. 4 to 6. Also 4 to 6. Missed!
Adjusting aim.
Boo!
Almost.
He doesn't seem to be doing anything. I lied.
Enough of that, jackass. Push through the pain.
I'm hit. Still up.
It's Torque. Where is she? Who's going next? That guy. Can I pick him in the list? There we go. Tongue pull, 88% chance. Gotcha.
Just go to sleep.
Now he can't move. Yeah. I mean... Let's move up here. And I think we need to give
Get to safety. Hurry.
Godmother some health.
Let's get your
See how that
insides
works.
back inside.
Hey!
Thinking.
We have 2 rounds to go. I think we can get over there.
Move that way.
Smuggler. Ooh. Yeah. He can evacuate in 2 rounds.
I'm running low.
Uh-oh. Oh, I see. You have a bullet round left. What if I shoot the car on purpose? I can't. That would have been nice, though. Fire at you. 88%. Take it. Right in the neck. Scatter shot would do it.
You're lucky I don't bruise.
I would have done it, but it cost 2 ammo, and she didn't have 2 ammo, so... Alright, torque. Does bind end the turn? No. It does. It didn't say so on the mouse over. So tongue pole doesn't do any damage. Does subdue end the turn? Yes. I want to move away, and then... Can I do that? She can move away, tongue, and then bind again. That's what I was thinking. So let's scoot over here. Then tongue pull the bruiser. 88% again. That's okay odds. And you're dead.
Splattered a hostile.
If we stand there, is it going to be... Nah, let's keep it safe.
Don't stray too far.
69%. What? How? 2 to 3 to subdue. 4 damage. Boo! Yeah, Zephyr's pretty hurt. Maybe I evacuate her now? It's kind of dangerous to pull people out early. But we'll keep her safe at least. You can evacuate.
Ammo out.
Can everybody evacuate now?
On the move.
Oh, that's Godmother. No! I thought it was Terminal, because it zoomed in on Terminal. Ah, whatever. Evac. Wait. Yeah, evac.
Her power guides me.
Uh-oh. He's gonna psionic do something.
Ugh, at least I can treat my own wound.
Gross, you're bleeding.
Evac! She can't dash for it this turn, but maybe she can, like, run far enough away.
I can reach it.
Closing on target.
Who is that? That's somebody new. Probably should have healed, yes. Ooh.
That hurts.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna have a power ability? Great. So I guess if the last person on the field is incapacitated, it's not a kill. We got an advanced autoloader, 25 intel, plus 20 more from captured enemies. Agent scars.
Today, the City Council appointed Councilor Parada as Deputy Mayor until the upcoming elections. Councilor Vorthu expressed his displeasure after the session.
He opposed the bulk of Mayor Nightingale's policies. A new title won't change that.
The Deputy Mayor responded.
This is a trying time for us all. My goal is to keep the lights on until we elect a new mayor. No more, no less.
More as the story develops.
More?
This is Celio Dash for Channel 37.
What scars? Earned when knocked out on Operator Knife Mist. Oh. So she probably needs to be put into training, right? To get that cleared up. Because minus 3 HP is kind of a big deal. We're just going to have to do it. But we got Blue Blood. That's his name, right? Yes. We got him. And we can put Armory? Your loadout. You get... Wait. No, we do have a breaching charge. So how do we put the thing on his stuff? Oh, we have to learn the whole... Doesn't even matter because we didn't learn modular weapons yet. I thought modular weapons just let us build the stuff, but no. What's the city grid look like? It looks okay. So in this case, we would want to do like this situation. Oh no, these situations won't increase unrest, will they? So we're okay, like, doing whichever one we want. Okay. Well. Anyway. Hey, that's kind of, we get a freebie, like, a free day, right? Because we don't actually have to deploy anywhere, and then she'll only be down for one turn. Nice. Contact Scavenger Market will let you buy stuff. Rewards unlock the scavenger market. Okay. You know what? I should just, I think we're okay to just proceed with the day right now. Before I forget. Contact scavenger market. We don't have a lot of credits, though. Oh, wait. We should buy... We should buy the credits, right? And then probably An Illyrium. Oh, intel is what the scavenger market uses, and I just spent it all, didn't I? Well. Did I save it just now? I didn't, did I? Well, let's go see what it is. Oh. It unlocks it. Perfect.
The city is shaken by the untimely loss of our mayor. But with everything this city has been through, I have to believe we'll come out of this stronger than ever.
Let's not sugarcoat this, Roger. How can we feel safe when our duly elected officials are kidnapped and assassinated?
You're absolutely right. This is a tragedy. We can't forget or forgive.
But how do we move on? Tension can be felt on every street and in every home.
Together, Glorgo, that's how we move on. Throughout our city's history, we've faced many challenges and threats, but only together can we find peace.
Let's hope you're right.
Peace. No peace. Okay. That's the end of that. Yeah, okay. So, not bad. And it did kind of ramp up the difficulty right there toward the end. That last one was kind of, well, I lost terminal, so it wasn't like the end of the world, but still, it was like all of a sudden, oh, I can die. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that this goes on regular rotation, maybe, from now on. Technically, I have Okami in the mix. Plus, I mean, normally I would, like, do a Mario and then an Okami, and then a Mario and Okami. Maybe this goes in the mix instead of Mario? Or maybe it comes on the plate every Friday until Okami's finished? Or I have no idea. I haven't figured out what to do with Fridays yet. As it stands, I'm done for the weekend. We're done for the day. And also for the week. I guess also for the weekend. And I'll be back Monday. Most likely. So yeah. I like it. It does seem much less brutal than XCOM legit, or, you know, a full XCOM game, but I also just don't like how much effort you put into, like, the original XCOM games, only to be just pulverized anyway. So yeah, that's it. I'm not feeling all that talkative this late in the day, so I'm just gonna head on out. I'll let everybody get to their weekend. I actually have an assortment of chores to do before tomorrow, so I'll be going to do that immediately following this. So I'm gonna leave. Bye. Get out of here. Thanks for watching, though. Thanks for watching and chatting and lurking. Smack the microphone. How many times can I do that in a night? And thanks for watching on YouTube and Twitch VODs and liking and subscribing and following and everything. I think Monday will be Okami, so it won't be this, but it'll be Okami. I know that at least. Mario maybe eventually in the rotation, but we'll see. We'll have to see. But I shall see you later. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. Don't work too hard. See you later. Bye.